Good?
Yep.
Hello, welcome back to Bald and Board Games. I'm Bald.
On board.
And we are going to bring you a rulebook rundown of Ruins by Allplay.
Yes, we have 4 of these games made by Allplay. If you see the unboxings in yesterday's YouTube release, you'll see each of them. So we're going to go through rulebook rundowns of all of them, starting with Ruins.
Yep. Ruins is a card game similar to Canvas, like we have. So if you don't know what Canvas is, essentially you have a card, and you're going to be putting see-through cards on top of them to get points to combo and such. So it seems like, but we're going to tell you exactly what that is right now.
Yeah. So, first up, these games are pretty small. There's not a lot of components, so it doesn't take up much table space, which is nice. So here, we have the scoreboard. So, flip the scoreboard to the side for your player count and place it nearby.
Okay, and then this is the side for 2-player?
No, that's...
4-player. Oh, this adds on top to make it 2-player.
Yep.
Got it?
With 2 or 3 players, cover up the scoring chart on top of the scoring tile. Yep.
So you can see here, 2 on one side, 3 on the other. So, boom, dos.
For next components, we have 50 Ruin cards, 5 of each rank, 1 through 10. Are they still in order? Fantastic.
They're so separate.
Well, they will shuffle eventually, but not yet. Remove 3 of each rank, so we should only have 2 of each, because there's only 2 players.
So the ones we're getting, 2, 9. So these came in the box, not sleeves. So you have to go through and sleeve them.
But they're super nice sleeves. They give you 10 extra. It has a nice, like, Mayan or Aztecian temple on the back.
What else we're not using?
Very vibrant artwork.
Yeah. I love the artwork on this. And it looks like all the pieces that you slot in, they've designed it so they'll fit with any card, which is awesome. So it said remove 3 of each. So we have 2 for each of us, right?
Yep.
Okay, so these I'll put off to the side.
Yep, 10 by 2.
Boom. 1, 2,
It is
3.
not say shuffle yet, but I'm assuming it might. So I'll just leave them in order for now.
Yep. I messed up 1 and 2.
1 then 2, not 2 then 1.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay.
All right.
Cool.
Next we have discovery cards. There are 39. 13 with a symbol on top, 13 with a symbol on the middle of the blue, 13 with the yellow symbol on the bottom. There, those will be shuffled and placed face down in the middle of the table.
So there's 13 with this, like red, this magenta, 13 with blue, 13 yellow. Okay, cool. These go face down.
Shuffle and place deck face down in the middle. Then you place the 4 market tokens, which are these 4 tokens here, to the right of that deck. So it shows you a little picture here. So you're going to have a deck that'll get dealt out.
Okay, so it looks like that's probably yeah.
So we'll have a deck, they'll get dealt out. These will go on top. 1, 2,
So this is over to the side.
2, and 3, which I'm assuming is cost or something. 1, 2,
Here.
2, and 3.
And then it goes.
Actually, let's see that one right there. Oh, perfect. Look at that.
Space here.
Fantastic.
1 to the back. That makes sense. He's probably going to here and go down.
Yeah, so like a market cost type thing.
Okay. Cool.
Perfect. Each player takes a player aid. Got it. Each player, which I'll zoom in your area. Boom. Each player will have 2 matching claim cards. Boom, boom. With your color matching on top. 3 torches with the lit side up. And you'll have a score track marker. The score track marker will get moved onto the 0.
Or to dinosaur. Cool.
Back to the deck of Ruin cards. Make sure all Ruin cards start on the day side in the sleeve.
So I put them on their day slide.
Day slide.
Day side. So we'll show you what this means here. I'll take one out. So you have this, which shows the day side. On the other side is nighttime. And all the cards have this dual side.
Now you may shuffle the deck, deal 9 to each player.
Okay.
The deck will then go in the middle, can go right above the,
Here.
Yeah, right there. And then it says, identify first player. This must be solo.
Oh, okay. Nine each player?
Yep. Everyone else do this side, you do that side.
Yeah, it's fine. There's your 9. Make sure you have 9 there. Should be 2 left.
6, 9.
Okay, got my 9.
All right. Overview of the game. Your goal each round is to play all rune cards in your hand before your opponent or opponents do. Add upgrades to your runes and play sets of the same rank to empty your hand faster. The earlier you go out, the more VP you get. Crafting cards. During the game, you can permanently upgrade your rune cards by sleeving transparent claim, which is your personal one, and discovery cards, which are the ones out here, on top of them. Each rune can have a max of 1 claim, 3 discovery, which is 1 of each of the position colors.
Yep.
Once added, an upgrade cannot be removed or covered by another. So you can't put 2 yellows in. You can only use 1 of each of the colors. Yep.
Okay. So like if you take this +3, you can't later take this +7.
For that same card.
Yeah.
At least, yeah. Start of round. At the start of each round, each player may secretly choose 1 rune from their hand and permanently flip it to the night side.
Sorry, just turning off the fan.
Oh, flipping a rune changes its rank. Oh, cool. That's because so it gives an example. If on the 1 side or on the day side it's a 1 rank, flipped upside down it's a 3 rank on the night side.
I was about to show, but I was like, we don't even want to know what cards are there or show.
You just got one over there. Yes.
Oh yeah.
So
10
the
is
10.
the day side. Still shows 10 on the night side there. 10 probably as high as you can go. Cool. Let's try that again. How about a 6? 6. Oh, it shows you down the bottom. So it shows you 7.
Cool.
So then it shows here 7. Okay. Literally on the front, it shows you. So the 10 does have a benefit, actually. The 10 looks like it has the little, like, plus card icon.
Oh, maybe you get another rune card
something.
and that there's... because there's 2 10s. That's maybe how you get the last 2 rune cards.
Maybe, yeah.
Because only 2 available. So flipping, it changes its rank and may add a new discovery effect. It keeps all previous upgrades. So if you already have upgrades on it, it stays even if you flip the card.
Does it say how you can flip it?
At the start of each round, you may secretly choose 1 to flip in your hand.
Okay.
Does that say it on here?
Start around, each player may flip 1 rune from day to night.
Fantastic. All right, player's turn. The first player will take the first turn of the round. That's pretty self-explanatory. Thanks.
Right.
The first player goes first.
We're in one of our games. Our first player goes last.
They must lead by playing 1 rune card or a set of 2 or more of the same rank.
Okay.
The next player clockwise then decides whether to follow or pass. To follow, they must play the exact same number of cards of a single or equal or higher rank. So if I play a single 2, you have to play equal 2 or 3 or higher.
So you'd have to play a single 2 as well, or a single 3?
Yes. So yeah, single to single.
Yeah. Then you're following man. So
same number of runes or of equal or higher rank. So same number of runes as how many cards
so
they play.
Clash of Corgis. The first game.
Yeah.
So that explains why you could flip 1 at the beginning of the turn, because I'm assuming flipping a 3 makes it a 4. Now you potentially have 3 4s in your hand.
Yeah. Which can screw your opponent if they didn't flip the same thing. Yeah. They flipped a 10 and they're like, oh, well, that sucks. The next player, so it does that. Players continue taking turns to follow or pass until all players but 1 pass consecutively. So all players but 1. So as soon as 1 of us passes at every round. When this happens, gather all played runes, place them in a face-up discard pile. The last player to play a rune or set of runes then leads any new rune set. So they would then go first again.
The last player who led it. Is that right?
So the last player who placed 1.
Okay,
so the
same thing.
person who didn't pass for the 2-player game.
Yep.
And you then continue from there.
Okay. Cool. All right, so upgrading your ruins. Whenever you play 1 or more ruin cards, you may upgrade any number of them with claims and or discoveries. You may only upgrade ruins you play, not ruins left in your hand.
Oh, that's...
And it's whenever you play one or more, you may upgrade any number of them with claims and/or discovery. So
Three
again,
does not become 4.
claims are the it doesn't. Claims are these are discoveries,
Different
right?
numbers. So yeah, claim. So we each have 2 claims. These are our personal. You'll never have more than 2, and those are all the discoveries.
All right. So adding claims, you may claim up to 2 ruins during the game by adding your claim card to them. Once you've claimed a ruin, any opponent who has dealt that ruin at the start of a round must give it to you. So any of them that are played, you can claim. Interesting. Yeah, whenever you play one or more ruin cards, you may upgrade any number of them. Okay, so it's the ones you played. Okay, that just means that so there must be a phase of reshuffling and dealing it back out then, round after round.
Oh, and then because it's our color, it's like, okay, that's our card.
You have to do that. Yep, exactly.
Okay.
So then adding discoveries, you may spend lit torches, which are these here, to take one or more discovery cards from the market and add them to your ruins. Each discovery's market token shows its cost. Flip the torches you spend to the extinguished side and immediately add the chosen discoveries to the ruins you place. That's the cost at the top here, 1, 2, 2, 3.
Yep, so if I pay 1, I take this and it automatically goes onto my card.
Yes, let me move my torches here so everyone can see as well.
Boom. Oh, and it adds a cool little picture. So I can claim this first and then add a discovery onto it.
I'm going to do that. There we go.
So I would put the claim token in first, be like, okay, I want to claim this forever. And then I put the discovery token in. And then I'm assuming it's going to tell us to move that over, but we'll be there.
So at the end of your turn, slide the discoveries in the market to the right to fill any gaps. Then
end of your turn, not once one's drawn.
At the end of your turn, yep. And then fill it up to 4 cards back from the dealio. Discovery effects. Each discovery added to a ruin gives a new permanent effect. These effects are listed on your player aid. So have them. You have it on yours still over there.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
So on the back side here, see all the effects listed. All discovery cards, effects immediately. So all discovery effects are active immediately. Adding certain discoveries can allow you to play ruins or sets that otherwise wouldn't be legal. So playing, okay, so an example, if you have, so the plus numbers add to the number on your card.
Yep, so I added a +7 here, so my 13 became 20.
Yep. So then I would have to try and match that, or if you had 2 5s in your hand with the example and a 2, you could add a +3 to that 2, and now you'll have 3 5s.
Makes sense.
Okay. Skipping an opponent's turn. When you follow with a ruin or a set of the exact same rank that was last played, the next player in turn order must pass. So when you follow with a ruin or set of the exact same rank that was played, the next player in turn order must pass, even if they could follow.
So if I played a 2, you played a 2.
You have to pass.
I have to pass.
And then I get to go.
And then it would end. And that round, and then you would start the new round. Because it says as soon as...
So if I played higher, then you would have a chance to play higher.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. So going out. When you play the last card in your hand, you are out. Score the VP shown at the top of the scoreboard based on whether you went out first, second, etc. If there are at least 2 players still in the round, they continue playing. They may follow the last ruin or set you played if no one follows. The lead passes to the player closest to the clockwise who has cards left.
Yeah.
Okay.
Before you go to round down, do you want to read off the different discovery effects?
Sure, why not? So we have +1. You have them there. So, top one, so add ranks. So this ruin rank is increased by the number shown. So there's pluses on all of them for numbers. Next is going to be a question mark, which is a wild rank. This ruin's rank changes to match any other ruins it is played with. Oh, interesting. So this ruins rank in general, the entire rank. So that would just outright could change. So if you had this 20, and if you played another card with a question mark, that other card would just become 20.
Yeah.
Nice. Extra card, which is the little plus mark on the card. For each icon shown, you may count +1 extra card of the same rank toward the number of ruins you played. So taking an example, if you play a 5 with 2 plus marks as 1, 2, or 3 5s. So that 10, when you flip it over, it has the plus on it, is technically counted as 1 or 2 10s.
Yeah.
The draw and discard icon, which is a little deck with an arrow, you may draw 1 ruin from the deck. If you do, shuffle 1 ruin from your hand into the deck. So the deck being what's at the top left over, looks like. Opponent's draw. So it's a picture of an opponent with a little card and an arrow. Check which of your opponents still in the round has the fewest cards left. They draw 1 ruin from the deck. In a tie, each tied opponent draws 1. Interesting. Light torches. So it's 2 fire icons. For each icon shown, flip 1 of your extinguished torches to lit. Nice. God damn it. I've been doing this too long.
I'm going to change my verbiage to start speaking in Italian or something.
Round end. When only one player has cards left, the round ends. The remaining player scores VP for last place. Take these steps to set up the next round. So on the score track, we have 5 points for
That's
first.
what that is. Round track.
Ah, nice.
I was like, uh-huh.
So we have, at the top it says we have 5 points for first place and 0 points for second place. So if you force the out by playing the last card that no one can follow, you get points. Cool. So then take these steps to set the next round. All players flip all extinguished torches to the lit side. Then shuffle all ruined cards and deal each player a new hand of 9. Then, if any player was dealt a ruin with an opponent's claim, they must give the ruin to that opponent. They do not draw a replacement. Whoever has the fewest VP...
So then one player would have an extra card.
Yep.
2 extra cards.
Whoever has the fewest VP is the new first player. Tie goes to the player furthest clockwise from the previous first player. Advance the round marker and start a new round.
And it looks like for that scoring, that's only between 4 and 5. I'm assuming, because the marker is the same. So, like, first is awarded right here. They probably will tell us here in a second, though.
We'll see. The game ends when someone wins. There are 2... No shit. There are 2 ways to win. Instant win. If you start any round with 9 or 10 VP and go out first, you immediately win. Other players do not finish.
Which shows right here at the bottom of the board. It's a win position instantly.
Yep. Showdown. If no one has won by the end of round 4, you're just pointing at, the players with the most VP and the player who went out first in round 4 play 1 more round together. Whoever goes out first in round 5 wins.
Oh, okay.
So that's just denoted like, okay, you're going into round 5. So
that's just saying, so for us, we would potentially automatically end after round 4. So if one of us is first in VP and finish round 4 first, that's over.
No, it says if no one is won by the end of round 4, so no one's down here 9 or 10, the player with the most VP and the player who went out first in round 4 play 1 more round together. So those 2 people would. So you would put both tokens here.
Yeah, but one person could. In a 2-player game, one person could be both spots.
Yes,
and
I
then
guess so.
Over.
And it says, whoever goes out first in round 5 wins. So that's for if you have more than 2 players. This would essentially bring it down to just those last 2, like a showdown for the final round is what's happening. Score track. If you have 0 VP, ignore any negative VP for going out last. If you have 10 VP, you can't gain any more. You have to go out first to win. Clarifications and tip. You can add multiple discoveries to the same ruin in 1 turn, if you can afford them and there's space. You can use both your claims in 1 turn on different ruins. Just put them both in the same one. Stupid. Effects that change a ruin's rank are mandatory. Ruins you play as a set must have the same rank after you add discoveries to them.
Makes sense.
Interesting. Because discoveries get added to cards after you play them. So you play 1 or more ruins, you may upgrade any number of them with claims or discoveries. And they can't be in your hand. It has to be for the ones that
But it'd be on your
played.
So on your turn, so play your turn when leading, play a ruin. So I can probably add it, and play on my turn.
So effects that change a ruin's rank are mandatory, okay? Ruins you play as a set must have the same rank after you add discoveries to them. When you play a wild rank ruin with other ruins, ignore any added ranks it has, okay? When you play it alone, use its printed rank plus added ranks.
Yeah, so like it says when leading or following, that's the only 2 options, you may add claims and or discoveries to played ruins.
Right.
It's played.
Right, so it's always played.
Oh,
so
interesting. It's after you, okay.
So that must mean then you're able to play down the 5-5-2 situation as long as you are purchasing the 3 when doing it. So the 2 doesn't have to already be a 5 when you put it down.
Yeah, so you must have to play the 5/5/2 and then be like, okay, I played it. I'm now buying this 3 and sliding it in. So it'll happen almost simultaneously.
You have to follow the play exact number of ruin cards of a single equal or higher rank. If they can't or don't want to follow, they must pass. Players continue taking turns and all follow. Pass clockwise to all players but one pass consecutively. First player takes turns in a round and is lead by playing one ruin card or a set of 2 or more ruin cards of the same rank from their hand. Interesting. Last player to play. It's a little confusing because here it says you have to play it to be the same rank when you play them. Where
I think it's
adding them, it says after playing them, that's when you can add to it, but it's saying they have to match after.
I just think, because this is one leading or following, I think it's literally simultaneously. That you're adding discoveries as you play the card. So it's on your turn, you can do all of it, but if you buy one of these on my turn, I have to then play it with the runes I'm playing. I can't just put it on a ruin in my hand. I think it's just written weird, but you can't like store these into runes in your hand. You have to play it on the active ones that you're playing that turn. That's the only thing that would make sense.
Yeah, here's just playing these runes and adding a +3 rank discovery makes a set of 3/5. So yeah, it must happen at the same time. That's the only way that makes sense.
They should just word it to be like, you can't play these into your hand. You have to play them with the ones you're playing.
Well, yeah, they shouldn't have. I mean, I think the wording also here is just confusing. It's saying you play them and then do this, but it says to play them to be the same rank. It has to say you have to play a certain number of cards, and you can increase the rank of a card by adding a discovery if you're playing it. Okay. If a rune has multiple discoveries with the same effect, they stack together. There's no upper limit to a rune's rank or number of card sets. So like if you have a +2, +3, it'll be adding +5.
Yeah, so if you have this, +3, +5, it would go on, boom, that's 8 total.
When you draw a ruin, if the deck is empty, shuffle the discard pile to make a new deck. If the discard is also empty, do not draw. If you use a draw or discard effect, you may not discard. If you used a draw and discard effect, you may not discard. Interesting. In the rare event that you force multiple players to draw, but there aren't enough cards left for each of them, they draw clockwise from left. Okay.
That doesn't matter for us.
Cool. Yes, but let's say if you draw a ruin, the deck is empty, shuffle, blah, blah, blah. If you discard, if the discard is also empty, do not draw. Right? If you use a draw and discard effect, you may not discard.
So yeah, that's the blue one right here. You may draw one rune from the deck. If you do, shuffle one rune from your hand into the deck. So if the deck is empty, shuffle the discard to make a new deck. If the discard is also empty...
Yeah, but there's no... Oh, that's the draw and discard thing. So this just said if you use a draw and discard effect, you may not discard.
Yeah, so for example, let's say I play 2 opponent draws and you drew both those cards. Mm-hmm. Now there's no discard pile, there's no draw pile. So if you play this, nothing happens.
So you can't even discard, is what it's saying.
Yeah, so you can't discard, you can't draw, yeah.
Okay.
So that's...
But you have to draw to be able to discard. Got it.
Yeah.
There it is. Cool. All right. Seems pretty straightforward. So it's really where you're playing down sets of cards. And when you play a card, you can choose to buy to increase the rank to make that 5/5/2 into a 5/5/5, or to allow you to match or go above somebody else's to be able to play. So like if I played 2 5s and all he had was a 5 and a 2, he could play his 5 and then buy this, put on the 2 to make it another 5 to match mine.
Yep.
And then that automatically end the round, you matched it, so then you'd end up passing. Or I'd end up passing, so we continue. And then we discard those, and we go again. We just go on and on until someone runs out of cards. Whoever runs out first gets points on the board based on who went out first, and then we shuffle up the rune cards, re-deal them out, and we go again and again and again until someone gets to the winning position.
Yeah.
And so you're getting 5 points. That could end quickly, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 once. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and on the third round, if you go out again first, then you automatically win. But literally, this could be over in 3 rounds.
It should be over in 3 rounds. That's weird. I don't like that.
Well, not necessarily should. It can go longer.
How?
So
5, 5, 5.
Like so 5, and then if you won 5, and then if I got 5, and then if you went out 5. No, because
No, win position automatic on 9 or 10.
No, because you don't get these until the end of the round afterwards. So you need to already be at 10 and go out first on the next round.
If you start a round with 9 or 10.
If you start around 9 or 10, exactly.
Yeah, so if you went there, go back. So in end of round 3, you started there. You finished there. End of round 3.
Right.
Round 4 starts. You're at 10. You automatically win.
No, it's not when you start.
Yeah, it says at the start of a round.
And you go out first. You're not continuing.
I didn't.
Gotta finish reading.
Okay. So so minimum 4. And that's why it's here. So in a 2-player game,
could be 6 rounds.
It could. Yeah, that's true. Okay.
Or could be. Yeah, because
5. It's always 5. 5 would be the max.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So max of 5 rounds. You could go out in a minimum 3. So you have to play at least 3 rounds.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Okay, that makes sense. Who reads?
Alrighty. Cool. Well, that was a rulebook rundown of Ruins by Allplay. This is like a very quick, kind of strategic comboing sort of game. We mentioned Clash of Chords, which was a different game that we did a whole series of videos on. You can go find that on our YouTube channel as well. We have an unboxing, rulebook rundown, playthrough of all different styles of the ways to play that, and a review for that as well. This style is very reminiscent of that, other than the adding cards to increase your score, which is really cool.
Yeah. For those of you watching, if you've played any of these Allplay games that we're doing the rulebook rundowns for, feel free to toss in the comments your thoughts, which ones you like, which ones you didn't.
Yeah.
If you want to see us play, or some of these rules were a little confusing like they were to us, come watch our playthrough. That'll be live on Twitch, but also posted here on YouTube in a few days. So you'll be able to see us actually play through it, and hopefully it's a little bit more clear and concise.
Yeah, so we do play games live on Twitch. You can typically join us on Thursdays at 8 p.m. PST or Saturdays at 1 p.m. PST. If you want to know exactly what we're playing, when we're playing, follow us at Bald and Board Games on Instagram.
Yep.
Okay, everyone. This is Bald and Board Games showing you how to play Ruins by Allplay. I'm Bald.
I'm Board.
On to the next.